Hey guys! So today I'm doing one of my most exciting get ready with me videos I've ever done. This week I launched my range of eyelashes for Eyelash, and to celebrate we had a huge meetup in Boots, and we also had a big launch party in the evening as well. So that is what this is going to be. It's going to be get ready with me for my meetup, and then there's going to be a little bit of a day to night element at the end as well. So first of all, I woke up super early. And I washed my face using my Oskia Renaissance Cleansing Gel, which is actually really nice. I haven't actually used this too much, but I'm really liking it so far. So I just massage that into my skin and then remove any excess and dirt and grime and stuff with a wet flannel. Dry my face off, and then for moisturiser I'm using the Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Face Cream, which I was using the eye cream of this, so I decided to give it a go. Don't know how I feel about it yet, but that is what I'm using at the moment. I'll let you guys know. For eye cream, I used my Algenist Genius eye cream, which is a bit spongy. I don't think I like this very much. And then obviously brushed my teeth as well. And then because I had a kind of dark red nail varnish on, I took my nail varnish off because it didn't go with my outfit. And then I put on a very kind of pale pink colour. This is from Rimmel, and it's their Lose Your Lingerie shade. I actually don't like it that much. I went and picked it up the morning of the launch in a bit of a hurry, and it's a little bit too pale, like it looks a little bit white, but it went okay for the day. And then moving on to makeup, I first of all sprayed on my Urban Decay B6 Prep Spray, which I really love this stuff. And then my Too Faced Hangover primer. This is really nice as well. It's just a really good kind of base for makeup, but it doesn't leave you looking too matte or anything like that. Then I use my NARS Sheer Glow foundation in Fiji, a little bit too much out of the bottle there, and using my Sephora stippling brush, just blended that into my skin. This is a little bit light for me at the moment because I've had a bit of sunshine over the past few weeks. I probably need to get a shade down. And then I used my new concealer. This is Cargo Jet Lag. I actually do really like this. It's very brightening. So I just dabbed this on under my eyes and then blended it in with my finger just in small patting motions, making sure I wasn't pulling on my skin around my eyes, and then underneath the other eye as well. And then I also used my Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer to cover up any redness on my chin and also underneath my nose, where I tend to get that little bit of kind of redness under there. So I did that, blended it in with my finger, and then for highlighter I used my Benefit What's Up cream highlighter. I really like this, but it is there's a certain way of applying it to make it not kind of move the makeup underneath. You have to kind of pat it on as opposed to kind of smoothing it on, otherwise you just move your foundation from underneath. Then for blusher and bronzer I use my Olivia Palermo for Ciate Duo, which I actually really like, and I am first of all using my brush to contour just a little bit because this bronzer is matte, so you can use it to contour or to add colour depending on what kind of look you like. So I did that just a little bit. I don't really like too harsh a contour look. And then just blending in the blusher with the other end of my kind of dual-ended brush. And then for powder I use my Hourglass Ambient Lighting powder in Diffuse Light, and just dusted this on to almost my whole face, but I also use it as a bit of a highlighter as well, so along my cheekbones, just to set that other Benefit one as well. Then for my eyes, I use my Charlotte Tilbury Colour Chameleon pencil in Mesmerising Mink, which is a really pretty taupe colour. So I just applied that really roughly to my eyelids and then blended it in using a fluffy blending brush. As you can see, it's just a base, so I wasn't going for any particular crazy colour with that. Then I'm using my Givenchy palette, which this is their new autumn palette, and it is so beautiful. So starting off with the pale colour, I applied that to the first kind of inner half of my eyelid, and then using the taupe colour I blended that in to the outer corner and the crease, just blending it all together. I love these colours so much. They are quite dramatic because they're very shimmery, but they're just so pretty. I really like them. And then using my Lorac Pro palette, I use the colours Cream, Taupe and LT Pink and mix them all together to make a kind of medium blending shade, and just use that to make sure that the darker shimmery colours from the Givenchy palette are blended out. Then I use a little bit of the darkest colour from the palette to just line underneath my lower lash line and to kind of bring the look together. For brows, I use my MAC Lingering Brow Pencil, and I really like this. It's really fine, so you can just fill in any kind of sparseness or perfect the shape of your brows. So I just did that, and then I also used my Eyelash brow control gel just to brush them into shape to make sure they don't go crazy. I need to get my brows done actually. And then for mascara I used the new NARS Audacious mascara, and I applied a couple of coats just underneath as a base because I'm going to put lashes on top of these. The main event obviously are the lashes. So and then I put a little bit on my lower lashes as well, and then waited for that to dry. So whilst I was waiting for it to dry, I popped on my lipstick, which was the Olivia Palermo Faciate colour in Praline. I actually, after wearing this, I don't really like this colour too much. I think it's a tiny bit dark for me. I think I might be better off with the paler colour in the range, but I really like the formula. So moving on to lashes, there are 4 different designs of lashes in the collection. There's Individuals, Fleur and Fabulous, which are the evening kind of more dramatic look, Simply Fleur, which are the most amazing daytime lightweight look, and then last but not least, my favourites, Fleur Loves, which are the 3/4 lashes, which is the ones that I'm going to be wearing today. So if you've never applied lashes before, the first thing to do with these lashes is to first of all pull them off the sticky pads. Eyelash lashes are stuck to sticky pads so that it doesn't misshape the band. It's amazing. It's so much better than when you pull them off normally when they're stuck to the plastic and the bands go straight. It's just a total nightmare. And then you want to apply the glue just to the top back section of the band. The glue is actually really convenient because it comes with this tiny little stick, so you have the perfect amount. You just want to make sure you apply it right, like very neatly along that line, and add a little bit of extra onto the ends as well. Then you want to wait about 30 to 40 seconds. It says 20 to 30 seconds, but I always find a little bit longer helps. And then place them right along your lash line. Make sure they are in the perfect place, and then hold them down. This is the important part. Hold them down for at least 10 seconds, if not more. You can do a little dance if you want to, because otherwise they tend to kind of move around. That's what I learned with lashes, is the more you practice, the easier it becomes, but also to hold them down. Then you want to push them up just to make sure they're at the right angle. And then you don't have to apply mascara over the top, but I think it just helps to really blend them in nicely. And these lashes are available now in Boots stores and online. I'll pop a link in the info bar below, as well as a link to my blog post all about them, because there are a few features of these lashes that are really, really special. So I hope you guys like them. Anyway, moving on to my hair. I'm taking my hair down and then straightening the roots and the underneath section, just because it tends to go a little bit kind of curly there. And then I'm going to tie the top half section of my hair up and go ahead and curl the rest of my hair in about 1-inch sections. I'm using my Jose Hebert curling wand, which is my favourite one, especially if I'm in a hurry, because it just really just gets the job done quickly. And then I am going to take the top section down and just curl that as well. It takes a little bit of time, so we're going to skip through quite a lot of this and go straight to the styling, because you guys know how to do this. So once I've done all of my hair, I'm just going to loosen up the curls with my hands and then go in with my Orbay dry texturizing spray, which is really good for adding texture and a little bit of lift at the roots. So I'm spraying this right at the roots and kind of mid-length a little bit of my hair as well, and just working it in to add a little bit of volume and texture. And then I'm using the Orbay Après Beach spray in the mid-lengths and ends. This is different because it adds a little bit of shine and a little bit of hold, so it's great for the curls. And just working that in, that's it for the hair. And then a few last minute additions that obviously I could not leave the house without. Sally Hansen airbrush legs, because I had about 15 mosquito bites on my legs, and my perfume Modern Muse Rouge. And then this is what I wore for the first event, which was the meetup. The dress is from French Connection. Here's the final makeup look, filmed very, very quickly before I ran out of the door. And I really like this dress because the colours kind of correspond with the packaging for the eyelashes. And then my shoes are from Sophia Webster. So after my meetup in Boots, I headed back to the studio, and my friend Gareth came over and styled my hair. As you can see, he added a really beautiful texturized messy side braid and then curled the rest of the hair in a more of a beachy wave this time. Because the dress that I was wearing was quite girly, we wanted to go for something a little bit more edgy with the hair, and I was really, really happy with it. And then I also changed up my makeup a bit for the evening too, adding a little bit of eyeliner. This is my Estee Lauder Little Black Liner, and I just added a little bit of a flick and a bit of a thicker liner for the evening. And then I also changed my lipstick because I said before that I didn't really like the colour, so I changed it to the NARS satin lip pencil in Rikugyen, I think is how you say it, which is a really pretty kind of Your Lips But Better, a bit of a more subtle shade. And then my outfit looked a little bit something like this. So my dress was from Red Valentino, which you guys might recognise from a haul recently. I really love it. It was just really fun to wear. And I like the kind of sheer panel with the Peter Pan collar. It's just a bit of a mixture of styles altogether. And then my Whistles clutch bag, and last but not least, my Valentino heels. And then I headed off straight to the party, and it was honestly one of the best nights ever.